and then we can play our Mickey Mouse. We can put the second card in the inkwell, and then Chica draws us a card. NANI? I was perusing the Dreamborn.inc popular decks, and I found Moyen's account, and I went into Moyen's account, and I clicked on this Chica list. And I'm excited to play it because Chica has been underrated for too long. Chica's going to be good. I believe in her. This is Chica. Let's talk about her. She says, during your turn, whenever you put a card into your inkwell, if it is the second card you put into your inkwell this turn, you may draw a card. So you wait. You play her down on 2, and then you play Tipo the very next turn. Tipo's able to ramp, and then you're able to give her support to another character. Giving her 2 strength to another person is also super good. If you give this to like a Mickey Mouse goes to a 3/3 character. Mickey can take out the stuff. If you give it to the Mr. Smee, can go to a 5/3 character. Chicha's got the smoke. But this doesn't have Tipo. So I misspoke there. So you definitely want to play the Chicha on 2, play the Mickey Mouse on 3, and then you're good to go. You can run away with the ramp because you get to draw a card. If you play another Mickey Mouse again, you're good to go again. The Fire of the Cannons is super spicy. It's so good. If you want to take out their Diablos on turn 1, boom, just take out their Diablos on turn 1. They can't do nothing about it. And Ursula can't get rid of this song. Ursula can get rid of the Storm Rage on, so that's why you don't see it in this list. This list is so good. It's so tacked out. I love it. And if you haven't seen this, Cusco, let's talk about the Cusco. Cusco says, when you play this character, you may put chosen item or location into his player's inkwell, face down and exert. So if they have a Queen's Castle that you don't like, boom, play down Cusco. If they have a Lucky Dime that you don't like, boom, play down Cusco. So good. And then it also has this crazy ability by invite only. It says pay 4 ink. Your other character's games resist +1 until the start of your next turn. You can do this as many times as you have ink for, because it's not an exert ability. So you could pay 8 ink, give yourselves 2 resist. You could play 12 ink, 3 resist, 16 ink, 4 resist. You could resist 1,000,000. You can't resist 1,000,000. You don't have that many amount of cards that you can play in your deck. The whole new world. Great card, but sometimes it gives your opponents all the cards that they need. And Grab Your Sword's a great card, but sometimes it's just a bad card to draw, and you don't want to draw it. The Lucky Diamond's here to close games. We got 14 items to be able to hit with the Tamatoa. Tamatoa needs items to be able to end the game, which we're going to do. We're going to end up lots of uninkables, but that's okay because Mickey Mouse says anything can be ink. More blue than it is steel. Thank you, Moyen, for making cool lists and having a public Dreamborn profile. We're going to play this together by going to Menu, Export, Ink Table, Play on Ink Table.
Things that we learned in this video. Blue steel requires practice. Practice that I am out of. Number 2, Chicha is more valuable with Fishbone Quill. I pair it with the Mickey Mouse, but after I do that, I regret my decision. And number 3, blue steel dislikes aggro decks. I don't win against the deck I'm playing.
We are going against a red steel deck that has some spice that maybe we're not equipped for. We have our Fortisphere, which will be our turn 1. I think we're going to mulligan everything, looking for the Chicha. Keeping this, looking for the Chicha. Probably should keep Hiram. That's the deal. Maybe we get all unequables. We get the Chicha. That's what we like to see. Chicha and the Mickey Mouse is the name of the game. We can ink Mr. Smee because we're doing other stuff. We're going for Chicha this time. And then we can play our Popsicle. There it is. Whoop, there it is. We can draw a card. Not the best card, but also something that we could use, so we don't mind it. They play down a Robin. They have 2 ink. They quest. Do they have something for 2? They do. It's the Bayou and a Captain the Hook. The Bayou gets a lore, and Captain the Hook gets a lore. Sadly, it's looking like we're going to have to... Oh, we can just ink a Fortisphere. Duh. And then play our Chicha, and then we will pass the turn. We're good to go. Next turn, our Mickey Mouse was going to come out and ramp us. They play a Jolly Roger. They're getting ready. There's 3 location on the board. We're definitely playing against the John Silver deck. Hook is at the Jolly Roger location. We have the Chicha. We have this. Ooh, that's good card. We have to ink something. I think it's got to be this Fortisphere. Sadly. And then we can play our Mickey Mouse. We can put this second card in the inkwell, and then Chicha draws us a card. You may draw a card. It drew us Grab Your Swords. And we are not going to... Definitely should have played Fishbone instead of Mickey there. Weird choice. I can take out Hook, but then Chicha would not live. We'll pass the turn. They're going to gain a couple lore from a couple of their locations. 3 lore to be exact. They can quest for 2. They quest at the Bayou with their Robin Hood. They get to draw and discard a card. They quest with their Jolly Roger Captain Hook. And they play down a 7 Doors Mine. The 7 Doors Mine is dangerous because when they move a character there, the first time they move there, they can do a damage to chosen character. We can get up to 5 ink this turn. 5 ink is not good. Play. Play Hiram. Banish the Popsicle. Ink a Tinkerbell. Yeah, we definitely played this not the best. Definitely should not have played him. But he can take out Captain Hook now. So we will challenge this into Captain Hook. Whoops. Did that math wrong. Definitely should have quested. Gave the thing wrong. We've made the mistakes this game, but we're learning. What did they play down? Nottingham, and then we forgot that they had 7 Doors Mine. If they move one of their characters there, they can take it out. They quest 2 characters at the Bayou. Good for us. They're at 13 lore. They can get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 lore next turn to go to 18. So I got to take both of these out. Have Grab Your Swords, which takes both of these out. But I also have Chicha into there. But I also need to get something down to be able to do damage. I think we got to get rid of Cogsworth real quick. I think Cusco, he does 3. Might be the best thing for us? Or is Tinkerbell the best thing for us? So then we can do 3 damage and take out 1. Yeah, I think Tinkerbell is the best thing. So we will play Tinkerbell here. And then Hiram Flaversham is going to challenge into Robin Hood. Take out the Robin Hood. I can quest Chicha safely and give the strength to Mickey. And Mickey can take out the Bayou now. Challenge into the Bayou. There it goes. Jolly Roger doesn't get more, right? Yeah. So they're just getting 3 lore. They're just going to 16. We're going to be okay as long as this isn't a character. Right? They go to 16 lore. They have 1 card in their hand and 3 ink to use. They play a Doc. They get to discard their hand and draw 2 cards. They move Doc to Nottingham. So we need to play our Cusco. We play our Cusco. Gets rid of the highest strength. Probably the Doors Mine. Need to get rid of locations that gain lore. We'll do 4 damage. We need to do 2 damage with Chicha. And we can do 2 damage over there. Challenge Chicha into there. And then we can challenge Mickey Mouse into Nottingham. And we can challenge our Hiram into Nottingham. In chat, how cooked are we? We can still ink a card. Donald. pass the turn. They're up at 17 lore. They can get 18. They play Super Goof. That gets them 2 lore. Never saw it coming. And then they quest. That's the game. We got smoked. We're going to go one more time with knowing now what we've learned. Gosh, we're not a blue steel player. We got the popsicle. We're going to keep the popsicle. Do we keep the Hiram? I think we keep the Hiram. That's what we're keeping for this mulligan. We get that, which is better. There's Robbity Bobbity. We can ink Tamatoa and play our popsicle and pass. No, we draw and then we pass. We're going to be okay. We're going to put down our Mr. Smee. As long as they don't get a Captain Hook out. They play a Jolly Roger. We're okay with that. We can ink Cusco, play Smee, pass the turn. They shift the Robin Hood. They quest with the Robin Hood. So now Mr. Smee can't do the damage that we want to do. Ink a pop. We get to play our Fishbone. We get to Fishbone the Duck. We get to play a Fortisphere. We get to draw with that. We get Captain Hook, which is good news. We can take out the Bayou. That's just what it do be like. And then they'll do 3 damage to their Robin Hood when they challenge. And we like that. The pass, we take 1 damage at the end of our turn with Mr. Smee's ability. They're up at 4 ink. They play down a Nottingham. Not in my ham. They take out Mr. Smee. They gain 2 lore in the challenge, but they take 3 damage back. We have 4 ink. We can play Hiram. So what we got to do, we can play Hiram, pop the Fortisphere, get 2. We can ink Tamatoa. Card ability, the Quill, on hook. On hook, play Chica, did that out of sequence. Whoops, that's how it goes. And then we pass the turn. Again, made a weird play mistake because I'm not a blue steel player, but we're learning. Definitely should have done something different. The RLS Legacy is a huge problem, gains 2 lore and has 8 willpower. Hiram's able to take out Robin Hood, so that's what we got to do. So we are going to quest Chicha, give the strength to Hiram, and then Hiram, in weird situation, is going to take out Robin Hood, doing 3 damage to Robin Hood. He gets to draw a card, but that's okay with us. We play Mickey Mouse. Ink. Nah. We'll Fishbone the whole new world. Never punish. During your turn, when you put an inkwell, if it is the second card, draw a card. It's only the second card. We get to play a Fishbone. And then we get to pass. They're going to gain 2, 3, 4 lore. Will be able to stop it. They play Super Goof, going to take out our Chicha. Bummer. She's back. Do we have any items in discard? We have Fortisphere in discard. Do they have game on board? They have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We need to make it 3. I can do 2 damage. They got us again. We're going to play Tamatoa. We get back our Fortisphere. We're going to not ink Fortisphere. We are going to use our Fishbone to get rid of Chica. We get to play our Fortisphere. Let's just draw a card. Oh, we get a Cusco. We're going to ink the Cusco. We're going to card ability the Fishbone on the whole new world. We are going to challenge Hiram into Goofy. And then we will challenge Mickey Mouse into Goofy. We are going to heal 2 damage. 2 of them off of Mickey. He's going to be so healthy. And then we are going to use 1 ink to pop the Popsicle to give Bodyguard to Tamatoa, even though he's not exerted. And then we pass the turn, and then they win on location lore gain. They gain 2, they gain 1, they gain 1. There's 20. I don't know how to play Blue Steel, but thanks for watching. We'll see y'all tomorrow.